Some voters in Salt Lake and Davis counties will have an extra choice for state school board in November. That's the decision from a federal judge. He ruled the selection process the way it is now is unconstitutional. Chief Political Correspondent Glenn Mills joins us here in studio with more on that ruling. Glenn.
The judge is ultimately saying here, Kim, the people should decide who sits on the state school board. Today he signed off on a short-term solution, adding 2 candidates to the November ballot. Breck England is back in the race for state school board in Davis County.
I welcome the ruling. I think we've been vindicated.
So is Pat Rusk in Salt Lake County.
But I'm also very excited to have an opportunity to have my name on the ballot and run for the state school board.
The two were part of a lawsuit filed after they fell short in the selection process in the state of Utah. Simply put, applicants are reviewed by a committee, 3 to 4 candidates are sent to the governor, and the governor selects the 2 that will go on the ballot.
I believe that elections should be free, full, and open, and I do not believe the governor should be selecting who goes on the state board, nor should some proxy committee be deciding who goes on the ballot. It's just not American.
That's the argument they made to federal judge Clark Wattups, and he agreed. Wattups ruled the process is unconstitutional and signed off on a preliminary injunction the plaintiffs and the state agreed to.
That means that for these 2 candidates, Pat Rusk and Breck England, they will be going on the ballots and be a part of the election now.
That also means voters will have 3 choices in District 5, England, Mark Bouchard, and Laura Collier-Belknap. Voters in District 6 will too, Rusk, Brittany Cummins, and Dan Griffiths. For the newcomers, there is a lot of ground to make up.
I'm on my way to the city-county building to get a map of my area, and I'll be starting where other people started earlier, but that's okay. I'm undaunted.
It's very late in the game, and this system has made a real impediment for me to run for the State Board of Education.
Now, an interesting note here, this does not apply to 68 other candidates that were not selected by the committee or the governor. Judge Wattups expressed concern about future challenges from them and others, and at one point even said he was inclined to void the election. In the end, though, he was persuaded by arguments from both sides that he did have authority to tailor a remedy to these 2 candidates. He also noted a permanent solution should come from the state legislature. Live in studio, Glenn Mills, Good for Utah.